What should someone expect if they put you on a call with a broker or a team leader and they're like, Tony, I want you to talk to this person? What should they expect when you get on a call with them?
The unexpected. No, no, I'm kidding. So I've been in the industry for nearly 20 years now. My gosh, doesn't feel that long, but that's what they tell me.
Have you always been on the recruitment side?
I mean, everything's recruiting, right? Like I will say there's no problem you can't solve with recruiting, but I haven't always been like an active recruiter, I guess, not in the way that eXp looks at it, obviously.
So how'd you get started? What'd you do before?
Yeah, so going back to my Marine Corps days, that's actually what set me on my path, set me on my journey. So actually got hit by a roadside bomb, IED, while I was in Iraq. Had to learn how to like walk again, like the whole thing, right? It was a challenge. But while I was in recovery, I read a little book called Rich Dad Poor Dad, and that kind of got me bit by the real estate bug. So got back from my military deployment, spent my deployment money on my first investment property, and I began to go from there. And that was 20 years ago now. So started just flipping wholesale deals, like the whole thing, right? Short sales, subject to like that whole thing, and got my real estate license just to help my pocketbook, right? Because I didn't want to pay those agent commissions. So I was like, I'll get my own license, sell my own houses. That money can be in my pocket. So that's why I got my license. Sooner or later, obviously, friends, family start to ask, hey, Tony, help us negotiate this deal. How much you think my house is worth? Like, all that kind of stuff. So like, I can help out my friends and family and pick up a paycheck on the side. Why not? But very, very quickly, just through my sphere of influence and doing my own deals, I was like, man, I'm making more money on the agency side than I was on the investment side. Plus, I didn't have to worry about like hard money lenders coming to break my kneecaps and stuff. So, I was like, yeah, let me just do this agency thing for a while. And then I decided, I said, okay, well, if I'm going to go agency, I'm going to go all in. So I need to be with a big brand. And I jumped on the big balloon for a while over because I was a big brand at the time. So I hopped on the balloon, quickly became Rookie of the Year over there, then went on to be the #2 agent in my whole sort of Frisco office here in Frisco, Texas. Shot straight to the top, but I hit a ceiling, and that ceiling was me doing everything, right? So really my first full year, I did about 60 transactions as an agent. I didn't have an admin, didn't have a VA, didn't have an assistant, didn't have a nothing. It was just Tony against the world. So obviously I realized I couldn't do that anymore. So I had to start looking at different models, seeing what was available. I was like, man, do I want to start a team? Talk to some other brokers and say, man, do I want to start a team? Do I want to start my own brokerage? Like, what do I want to do? Because I can't do another year like this last year. Even though I crushed it financially, it crushed me, right? I mean, I gained over 100 pounds. I mean, I was taking hits in other areas. And I said, okay, and I found this opportunity. Actually, my wife found the opportunity at and she was like, hey, take a look at this model. It looks a little bit interesting. So I saw it. It was interesting. And I signed up, and I became at that time, the only agent, the only listing agent in all of DFW, right? So I was like their premier agent. I quickly became the #1 agent, and they were like, wow, we got to get this guy a team. So like I was one of the very first team leaders, team managers, and my team shot to the top, right? So my team started crushing it, and they were like, hey, let's have the guy in charge of the brokerage. And I did that. I was a state broker at for a few years, helped to grow from about 200 agents in Texas in 1 or 2 markets to 700 agents in like 6 markets all over Texas. And that's when somebody hit me up on LinkedIn and told me a little about this company called eXp. And I wasn't interested. Like most of it, I think like everyone, I wasn't interested. I was like, real estate brokers is real estate brokers is real estate brokers. They're all the same. I'm fine where I'm at. I don't want to hear it. But somebody caught me with the open-minded and said, what would you at least be open-minded to taking a look at it? And I looked at it and I said, oh my God. And I haven't slept since. So I was like, how did I not know this was a thing? Like I've been in real estate 20 years. Like, how did I not know that eXp was a thing? So I got here quick as I could. They hired me as the designated broker here in Texas. And at that time we had just over 6,000 agents or so. And under my purview as a designated broker, we got up to nearly 10,000 agents, like a hair under 10,000 agents here in Texas. And somewhere, somehow, agent leadership felt like I had something to do with that growth, at least operationally. And they're like, hey, let's have you run growth. Like, enough with the broker stuff. You can stop with the lawsuits and the DRE complaints and the management scene. Like, let's just have you do growth.
And what states do you cover now from the growth department? What states are you in charge of?
Yeah, so California, Florida, and Texas. Now I'm laser focused on California, Florida, and Texas. So our largest states.
So they tap you on the shoulder and they go, hey, Tony, you've been killing it running the broker team in Texas. Let's check out for the growth department. What did you do? Like, how did they possibly what did you do to qualify you for this growth department?
Nothing, man. I couldn't tell you. I can tell you that, the folks that reach out to me, the Sean Murphy, the C-suite at the time were like, hey, we want to talk to you about this growth role. And I was open-minded to it. And growth is really what I love, right? I really love helping agents go from where they are to where they want to be in any capacity. So like that was my thing. And that's my passion, still my passion every day waking up. So I was like, yeah, this is right up my alley. I was down.
I love it. What should someone expect if they put you on a call with a broker or a team leader and they're like, Tony, I want you to talk to this person? What should they expect when you get on a call with them?
The unexpected. No, I'm kidding. So, I'm very inquisitive in my sales approach, right? So I believe in just asking questions and letting the prospect talk, and then we sort of see where the conversation goes. Now, yes, obviously I have a structure in mind, and we always usually end up where I want to end up. But I find that just listening is the best way, right? As opposed to the whole eXping on people, as we like to say. I just listen and say, hey, why am I here? What are you trying to do? Where you want to go? Tell me about your real estate brokerage. Tell me about your business right now. Hey, what have you already heard about eXp? And more specifically, what's the best use of our time? So that's kind of the magic question for me. Hey, what's the best use of our time today? And then I let them tell me what the best use is. Some want to talk numbers, some want to talk, rev share, other people want to talk stock, other people want whatever they want to talk about, I'm ready, willing and able to talk about it. eXp is just a platform that allows real estate entrepreneurs to go from where they are to where they want to be. That's it. That's what eXp is. And it's almost like an elevator, right? You choose what floor you want to get off on. Some people are going 0 to 1. Some people are going 1 to 10, 10 to 100, 100 to 1,000, a million, wherever you want to get off. Multiple people in many cases that have done that thing. We have a roadmap for it. We have a blueprint for it. And we have the systems in place to help you get there.